Hey everybody, Becca Lynn here, and welcome back to the edge of the sky demo BTS walkthrough. And yeah, the last time where we left MC, she was on the path to Olympia, surrounded by all these pretty cherry blossoms, and she was beginning to remember some of the guys that she met. So we are going to pick up where we left off and see what happens next. And here we go. My clan stopped outside a city again. It's not close enough to see it properly, not from our position, but I feel a strange buzz of excitement nonetheless. For as long as I have been alive, it has always been that my people have lived as nomads. We wander from place to place, moving along whenever the weather gets particularly bad. We drifters were established back when some places became too hot to live in due to the effects of climate change. We're a young people, and we're still learning and developing our own culture, which changes with each new person that joins us. As long as we have been a people, we have accepted anyone from any country and any nationality. Okay. That's the way it should be. I mean, think about it. We're all human. Yes. We're all from different countries, different nationalities, different religions, different beliefs. We all look different one way or another. Hair color, eye color, skin color. We speak different languages. Some of us can't see, some of us can't hear. Some of us are disabled in other ways. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty part of it, we're all human. We're all from the same planet. And we should treat each other that way. Because we're all one. We all need food. We all need water. Heck, we all breathe the same air. We all walk on the same planet. So why is it so hard for people to get along and understand each other? Okay. Living our lives wandering the wastelands has taught us to try and be kind and open to anyone. But I hear some yelling and jeering behind me. With my curiosity equipped, I turn around without thought. Oh boy. Why do I get the feeling something bad's about to happen to MC here? A small group of men stands at the line of the city limits. They're dressed in clean-cut clothes with their hair perfectly styled, and everything about them screams city dweller. I'm a country girl myself, and I've never really been to any great big cities. So I can understand how that would be a little intimidating. However, threaded through the crowd are some scary looking thuggish men too, probably having nothing better to do and just looking for a fight. I grew up and went to school with quite a few people like that, and I was always a punching bag. So I'm beginning to get the feeling that MC is a little bit like me. But we'll see. They're yelling something I can't quite hear, and when I move a little closer, I immediately regret doing so. Dirty drifters aren't welcome. I feel a lump form in my throat. Yeah, get away before you make our city walls dirty. Look at these guys. Their eyes are so creepy. And they have shadows under their eyes, almost like they're addicts of some sort. And their eyes are a little bit on the red side. Yeah. I don't like these guys at all. Not one little bit. Okay. Ha! Good one. They can probably make the walls dirty just by looking at them. Filthy things probably haven't bathed in their whole lives. I doubt they even know what the word means. I bet they just roll around in the ground and call that bathing. These guys are making me sick. They remind me of bullies I dealt with growing up all the way from preschool to my final day of high school whenever I graduated. The only thing that kept me going to school was kind of like it felt kind of like I was snubbing them, you know, because I was never good enough. I was never pretty. I never wore the right clothes. I mean, my family didn't have a lot. We didn't have a lot of money. So most of the clothes I had was hand-me-downs. And I didn't know anything about makeup. I was a tomboy. So all that going to a school where they all click together and they're all related in one way or another, it wasn't easy. But I was determined to make it and prove to them that I could do it. And that's what kept me going, was proving and doing it myself. Something tells me that MC is like that. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to prove a bully wrong? I mean, come on. Okay. They all laugh and keep yelling in the direction of our camp. I feel sick. Yeah, I do too. The adults back in the camp can handle it better, but the kids, they have to sit there and listen to this nonsense. They'll get used to it, but I wish they didn't have to. At least not yet. I was the same way. And I still, to this day, cannot stand bullies. Especially whenever I can handle the bullies that still pick on me to this day. But whenever I see a little kid that gets bullied, it tears me apart inside. The world is harsh enough without some idiots yelling at us. What should I do? Okay, we've come to our first choice. Alright. Yell back. Where I would be tempted to yell back, I found that whenever I did yell back at my bullies, it just riled them up all the more, and they had more fun with it because they got a reaction out of me. ignore them and keep walking towards the city. In my opinion, that is the best choice. That's the best choice. Because it will piss them off, to be honest. It really will make them mad. Because one, they're not getting a reaction from you at all. And two, they're going to be embarrassed in front of each other because they set out to get a reaction, but they didn't. They did not. Now, fight them? No. I'm sorry, but I tried that too, fighting my bullies, and all it did was they wiped the floor with me. Or we both got in trouble. Okay, turn back and go home. That's another one that would be tempting, you know. But then, at the same time, you're running away from your problems, and that doesn't solve anything. To fix your problems, you have to face them. You have to face them. So, I'm gonna say, ignore them and keep walking to the city. If I pay any attention to them, they'll just grow bolder. See what I tell ya. So it's best to just ignore them. And I guess it is pretty fun to see people like that flounder at being ignored. It is pretty fun. You get a sense of satisfaction from that. I fix a smile on my face and walk right past them. I can hear them try to hackle me and call me a dirty drifter again, but they sound angrier at being annoyed than anything. I can't stop myself from grinning. Feeling how unimportant you are yet? I hold back and laugh and look around for where to go next. Before I can do much, though, a large hooded man roughly grabs me by the shirt, pulling me to him. Here we go. Here we go. She's going to have to face her problems, just like I said. This is one of the bad side effects to going ahead and ignoring a bully, because there's always that chance that they will push the issue, that not only did you make them mad, did you embarrass them, but you humiliated them, and now they feel the need to prove that you're not better than them, because by acting like you're better than them, you're kind of rubbing their noses in their own behavior. So, let's find out how she deals with this situation. I glare up at the man, but when he looks behind me, I suddenly realize that the jeers and the yelling have stopped. Ooh. I wonder what's happening. Oh boy. I'm beginning to get a little bit on the excited side here. Okay. So, what's going on? I twist myself in the man's grasp and look around and see that someone is looking at something behind them. No! It's Jungkook! Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting any BTS to show up just yet. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That is awesome! That is like awesome! Okay. I see a young man standing there, quietly staring at everyone. He doesn't say anything, but his intense presence seems somehow larger than the entire crowds combined. No! It's RM! Oh my gosh! Wow! Wow! Okay, guys, let's stop here for a second. For those of you who don't know, RM is also known as Rat Monster, but he's been trying to get away from the from that. So that way you're not going to be confused. But oh my gosh, the art is fantastic. Wow, you can tell. Wow, wow. Oh, the creative team are ingenious, and very talented. Oh my word. I am so sorry. I totally fangirled right there. Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to be doing this for you guys, not for me. A moment later, a man in all black comes to stand next to him, with a regal and commanding presence of his own. There's something about them that immediately makes them seem more. Whatever they are, there's such intensity in the first man's eyes that I have to remind myself to breathe. And in the second man's, I find I almost forget myself in the serenity in his eyes. Oh my God! Their eyes move. Wow! From side to side. It's all wow! Oh, I love the outfits too. The man in white takes one glance at me and begins running towards us. Jungkook's gonna be the hero! Before I can understand what's happening, he has me pulled away from the other man and behind him. He stands defensively in front of me. Oh, okay, we have another choice to make. Okay, let the mysterious man handle it. Help him. Handle it yourself. Well, I'm not a meek, let somebody else do it type of girl. And he's not always going to be there to protect me later. So there no way would I let him handle it. Help him? This isn't really his fight. I mean, he's doing the knight in shining armor thing, yes. But at the same time, I wouldn't want him to get hurt. Now, but handling it yourself, if you try, now that he's already in the fight, if you try to take it over, all you may end up doing is getting one or both of yourselves hurt. So, but it's always best to fight with a partner, so I'm going to go with help him. Okay, I see that this guy is ready to fight everyone for me, but I'm not exactly the type to sit back and let someone else fight my battles. Neither am I. I step out from behind him, ready to defend myself. The mysterious man looks at me. What are you doing? Helping. I can handle it. That's not the point. It's my fight that you jumped into. So, I'm not going to sit back and let you do it for me. Before either one of us can say much more, the large man takes a swing at the newcomer. He effortlessly redirects the punch to the side and kicks the man in the gut. Ooh, ouch! Oh, I'm 0, by the way. Ah, so he's 0. Okay! I freeze and stare at him. Did he just... I'm Becca, but this is really not the time for introductions. If the opponents were serious, I might agree. I really don't like these guys. I really don't like them. To punctuate his point, he decks a guy charging at him in the face. To prove his point, he decks a guy charging at him in the face, making him crumple to the ground. 3 more guys rush at him, and I watch as 0 easily takes them down one by one without breaking a sweat. That takes some pretty awesome training to do that. A man suddenly grabs at my shirt out of nowhere and pulls me, making me stumble forward. Really? What's with the shirt, guys? I push myself back away from the man, and my shirt slips out of his meaty hands. Oh, that was my reaction. Seriously, what's with everyone grabbing my shirt? The man regains himself seconds later and moves to attack me. I focus on him, narrowing my eyes. The world around me appears to slow down and nearly freeze. My heart races in my chest, and I examine the man about to attack me. Left arm tense, he's ready to punch me from the left. I'm small, especially compared to him, so he's going to try and punch me from below to lessen the chance of missing me. His eyes are focused on my face, so he's intending to uppercut me. The way he's squinting suggests he can't see well, can't afford to get his eyes fixed. My eyes dart all over the attacker, looking for more clues, more weaknesses. He's standing with more weight on his left leg, right leg injured. Okay, that is a good weak spot right there. Now, if I were MC, I would use my smaller stature as an advantage because I would have more maneuverability. And I would also use an advantage his poor eyesight, because if I move fast enough, I'll be blurred all the more. And also that injured leg, that is a good spot to aim for. Time flows again, and as the man tries to punch me, I dance out of the way, twirling to stand behind him. I kick him in the right leg, right behind the knee, and he yells out and falls forward. What did I tell you? Okay. He lies on the ground, clutching his leg in obvious agony, unable to return to attacking me again. I look up to see 0 wordlessly staring at me, the rest of the assailants on the ground around him. The ser- oh, okay. The serene man from before walks up to us. The rest of the crowd that had been watching us quickly disperses. Some people outright running away. He looks at Zero. Zero, I think you could have avoided fighting if you'd let me talk to them. He then turns to me, smiling. Are you okay? Okay. We have another choice. Yes, thanks to Zero. I would have been fine without you guys. Yes, thank you for asking. Okay, yes, thanks to Zero. I don't know, that has kind of a rude feel to it. Almost like I'm saying, yes, thanks to Zero, but no thanks, I didn't need you in the first place. That's the feel I get from that answer. I would have been fine without you guys. That's probably something that would have come out of my mouth first, but then I sometimes act without thinking and then regret it later. So I think I'm going to go with yes, thanks for asking, because it's polite and to the point. Yes, thanks for asking. I laugh. A girl could get used to fighting alongside someone. In other words, she ends up having to fight to defend herself quite often. Not many people would come to the defense of any nomad, though. So your help was much appreciated. It's heartbreaking. Your people are probably the kindest and most well-adapted culture out of any in the past 50 years. You open yourself to anyone, guide and help others, pride yourself on equality. It's a shame there's so many misunderstandings between your people and those who chose to stay behind in the cities. Wow. I get the feeling that RM's character, I get the feeling he's a leader, much like RM himself. He also seems to be very well educated. Very well educated. Almost like a philosopher. That's it. That's what he reminds me of, a philosopher. Okay. You're back already? I look to the side, my heart almost jumping to my throat when I see a man, the man he's talking to. Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh my gosh! What? Oh my gosh, they have him in his leather and black! If you're a fan of BTS, then you know that Sugar tends to wear a lot of black. A lot of black. Oh my lands! Wow, look at the art! Oh my goodness. Okay, I so need to stop fangirling right now. The man barely glances at me before turning to the purple-haired man. 9. I checked the area, but there wasn't anything to suggest it was ever stashed there. 9. Another number name. those glasses! Oh, that's like so totally awesome. I love the glasses. It gives him more of a mysterious feel. Okay. 9 puts on a pair of sunglasses, hiding away his thoughtful look. I'll be right back. With a quick glance at me, 9 leaves the group. Okay. I feel like with that look, he pretty much just told me to stay with these 2 guys. So, I have a feeling he's up to something. I look at the 2 men I've been left with. Zero won't look at me. He seems stiff as he awkwardly shifts from one foot to the other. And the other guy seems to be spacing out, looking somewhere over the horizon. So we have 0 and 9. I look at the man in black. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't get over his uniform. I really can't. It's probably a good guess that the numbers are code names of some sort. So this guy probably has a number name too. So who do you guys work for? Could it be PHASe? Zero's piercing gaze moves to me at the same time as the newcomer's eyes become laser focused on me. Suddenly feeling very nervous, I try to think of what to say next. Who should I talk to? Okay. 0 or the man in black? For me, it's no choice. For me, sugar. Sugar. Oh, yes, sugar. Okay, what's PHASe really like? He seems a little withdrawn to me. His character does. So, I don't see how he would answer that question openly or truthfully, to be honest. So what's with the number names? I get the feeling that he would be very direct with that question. He would just say code names and leave it at that. Now, where are all the other numbers? Now that I would really like to know. I want to know where all the rest of BTS is. Okay, where are all the other numbers? You got 0 and 9 here, so there must be more. He nods. I'm 4. Aha. Where the others are is none of your business, so. Told you. Told you he would be very direct and very blunt. Oh no, I just meant if they're with you or not. I'd like to know if there are more guys with numbers for names that will pop up out of nowhere and scare the crap out of me. 8, 6, 3, and 5. They're somewhere else, so they won't be popping out from anywhere. 9 comes back before I can ask any more. You're familiar with the wastelands, right? Would you be willing to help us find something? Oh, yes, of course. You didn't even need time to think. It's my people's way to do so. We try and help anyone out in the wastelands, especially since there's few who know them better than us. And we can't just let people wander around and get lost. The heat could get to them and, well, it could be really bad. Anyway, I'm happy to help you find any place you guys need. Thank you. we're really grateful for your help. We're looking for an old abandoned church. An abandoned church. I racked my brain trying to recall the layout of this particular area. There was that decrepit building, but I think that used to be a library, so that can't be it. I look out at the horizon and it clicks. Oh, it's that place by the dried out lake bed. I think I know what you're looking for, so just follow me. Okay, now we're going to pause it there and see what happens next later. Unfortunately, real life is calling me, but so far this is an awesome game. I'm loving every second of it. Now, I am noticing a few things about this game so far. That it is not your typical game. Your typical RPG. There's a lot of psychology that has been put into this, so it feels more realistic. It has a more, you get drawn into it more. I really feel like I have become MC. I'm really looking forward to finding out what happens next. So I will let you guys know.